Thought I was finally rid of you, trying to break free from the ridicule. When I said I was done, that was literal, but everything to you seems trivial. You a demon that's holding me captive, break me down every time I get active. I'm grappling up my bracket, you said,
look at me now, I'm the captain.
Man.
What's up, RedTop Gang? RTG coming at you hot like a RPG. It's y'all boy, the breaker of bars. Yeah, I know he will not stare at you. Boom. What's up, y'all? Hey, Aesop Rock Rings. I've never really listened to Aesop Rock. I know he is very highly regarded by Lupe Fiasco. So about to go ahead and check this out right here. So I hear that scratching?
Used to draw, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn, it was soothing.
Oh, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portrait, human form, that's a picture. That's a portrait is basically a drawn picture. Doodle of two-headed unicorn. A doodle is doodling. You. That's all. What? Don't do me like this. Don't tell me everything means something.
Used to draw, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn, it was soothing.
Portrait in a human form. A portrait is a drawn. Basically, you draw is realistic drawing. Basically, that's what
I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn, it was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stools in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the gap of the Mac.
First off, no. Okay, Alexa. What is cuneiform?
According to Wikipedia, cuneiform is a logosyllabic script that was used to write at least 15 languages of the ancient Near East. The script was in active use from the early Bronze Age until the beginning of the Common Era. It is named for the characteristic wedge-shaped impressions which form its signs. Cuneiform was originally developed to write the Sumerian language of southern Mesopotamia.
And y'all got me listening to this guy? Let's go.
Used to belong, no name nuisance, stools in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite.
He's writing the shit out of this beat though. God, he is like, he just saddled up on it.
Who's in a brand new cuneiform?
What?
Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. For a little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get three dimensions stuffed in a two. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained.
Ooh, okay. We still draw them. You get 3 dimensions stuffed into 2. 3 dimensions you take it. I'm sitting here, you're drawing me. I'm 3-dimensional, basically. Maybe even 4, depending on how you're looking. But you're basically drawing me. He's going back to that portrait in that first pass on his verse. It's a drawn portrait. It's put into two forms, basically. 2D, basically. 3D stuffed into 2. Let's go.
In a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom.
Hey, his flow is nasty. God damn, look, wow, his transition is just nasty.
You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial.
Wow. Being trained and observed by a capable few. That's 3. Okay, that's 3. Back in New York, 5 peeps, a dog, and a 2. We back to the 2-dimensional. 3 stuff that, wow.
Been observed by a capable few. Back in New York, 5 peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus, rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of deer in the light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought.
That was fire. God damn. Oh shit. I left some years, a deer in the light. Deer is stuck in the headlight. You just get stuck there, baby. You just stuck looking at the light when the damn shit's coming full speed at you. I left some will to spirit away. Spirit left and gone. I let my fears materialize. You let them come up and take over, basically. Materialize. I let my skills deteriorate because you're letting your fears materialize. You stop doing what you're supposed to do and your shit start deteriorating and going, this is crazy.
Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of deer in the light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. One about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's
I was able to write
I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pick.
This might be one of the hardest songs I've ever heard. He went from drawings and now we're painting. We're gonna paint this vivid visual shit for your face right now, lyrically, like.
Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the
Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic paint. They come in all many different colors like Kool-Aid, but he said he's drinking paint?
kids at a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of the gesture.
Poison,
back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures.
Damn.
Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine. If a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine. If a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die, eating up his innards. And unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's
oh my, yo.
I let my person curl up and die, eating up his innards. And unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas.
Yo, eating up his innards, unfeasible anxiety. God.
Up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
That's crazy. Yo, that was some ultimate like beat right. He was in the he was in the beat like Wonderland, just whatever the beat did, he rapped it. But y'all let me know, man, if I need to check out any more ASAP Rock. Hit me in the comments. RedTop Gang, we out. Peace.